Well, the latest Fairy Tale episode, the 2014's episode 9, and well, after Lucy has summoned Aquarius, Aquarius as usual begins to, well, I wanna say bully Lucy. So the fisherman guy decides to boil the water instead. Elsewhere, Cosmos is singing a song as she thinks Wendy is defeated, but Wendy uses re-raise on herself because status effects do not work on her since she is the Sky Dragon. She even says a minor badass boost here. However, um, Cosmos gets angry for defiling this beauty, so she attacks again. And also Kamika is making Mira Jane's a little life a little hell by summoning ice and then poison, saying that the demon Mira Jane is nothing but a rumor after all. Also, Natsu himself is struggling against the sight guy called Kama. Apparently his sights have the power to negate magic, which way they can cut his flames. And also even Panther Lily against the drunken acid guy has a hard time. But the gang successfully gets stronger during the fight. As the water gets boiled, Aquarius reveals that it doesn't matter what kind of water it is, she can manipulate it all. And elsewhere, as Cosmos gathers more and more plants, Wendy decides to use her secret style Dragon Slayer art to defeat Cosmos. Even Panther Lily, after being pushed around for so long by the acid guy, reveals in a flashback that when he trained with Gagiel, the difference between their bodies, even though both of their swords had iron, was in here and in here. It was pretty good of Gagiel to say. Needed a will of iron, yes, it's a will of muscles of iron, just like a will of iron, in order to cut things. So with that, they cut. So that he managed to cut the acid guy. Elsewhere, as Kamika continued to taunt Mira Jane suddenly gets terrifying, turns into a takeover demon form and absorbs the poison. As Kamika throws many different papers, even those of flight, eyes, love, and darkness, Mira Jane just thrashes them all, and all that Kamika can do is cry out of fear, because this is the real demon Mira Jane. Also, I think they had an extra scene here about the gang, Max, Kina, meeting up with Elfman and Lizana and someone else who's... Elfman is worried about his sister. But you don't have to be worried about Mira Jane, at least not yet, because, well, she remembers the time when they think they lost Lizana. And when she remembers that, you better watch out for Mira Jane. Elsewhere, and finally, even after battling the sight guy, Kama, the leader, Natsu reveals that once upon a time that he had been used to fight hand to hand without magic against someone, and that someone is Grey. Until he can defeat him, he won't be down. I mean, I don't think they added there, but they really should have added a... Was someone talking about me? They should have added that kind of scene, it would have been funny. Instead they added a scene where Grey just looks at the castle. But well, with that, Natsu gathers magic powers and successfully managed to grab the sight and destroy it. With that he pummels Kama, saying that it doesn't matter if you're a country or anything else, because Fairy Tail is a family member, and if they are to protect their family, they will make an enemy out of even a country. And with all that, gang have finished them all off at the same time, because, well, they switch. And the Garo Knights all end up in the same place where they all reunite. Elsewhere, Natsu is not finished with them, demanding to know their exit. The exit of this place. Well, that's basically this episode. It was awesome. Some funny filler scenes. I think they gave the Garo Knights more personality here, which I think probably worked. And Natsu's fight against the Kama guy was also a little bit explained more, so I like this fight. Sure, some filler scenes may have been embarrassing, but that's just how it is. Give me your thoughts if you have any.